So our next topic is field history tracking. So uh, it clearly indicates like field history tracking is we are going to track the value of any specific fields. Like on any record, suppose a status is there. So a status value might get changed, right? But how we can identify how many times it got changed? And what was the previous value and what was the new value. So suppose in the last 2 days, status got changed 10 times. So without tracking, it's not possible, right? So for that, we have field history tracking. We can mention that field and it will keep history of all the value that is getting changed on that particular field. So for that, we use field history tracking. Okay. So let's go to the field history tracking. We have to go to the org and then we have to go to this field and relationship tab, and here you will get option set field set history tracking. Okay, so we just have to create this history tracking, and uh, here we have all those fields on which we can add tracking. So user story field, so you can see here, this page allow you to select a field you want to track on the user story history related list. Whenever a user modifies any of the fields selected below, the old and new field values are added to the history related list. Okay, as well as the date, time, and nature of the change, and user making the change, like who is making that change, at what time he is changing, like date and time it will also say, and nature of the change, how it's getting changed. So all those data it will create, and we can see under the related list. Okay, so here whatever the field will be there, so those will appear and we have to select those fields. So suppose I want to add a history tracking on a status. So whenever a status is getting changed, so at that time it should keep a history. Okay, so here we have some my employee master sub category status, user story number if getting changed, assignee, my employee start date, user deadline, ETA, user story summary, user story description. Okay, so we can select whatever the field we want to capture the history. So for now, I'm selecting this status, as well as I will select task deadline ETA, so that if anyone is changing that ETA, so we can easily identify like who changed and why they changed. Okay, and what was the previous value, what was the recent values. Like I have assigned some task, okay, and on that task, the developer is also having access to edit, right? So if they have edit access, they can also change from their end, right? And there might be some confusion, like I had given a deadline for yesterday, but now it's showing as a today. So if I will create a field history on that, so it will display that deadline date as well, like what was the previous value, what is the new value, who changed this. So we can easily identify. Okay, so I am just giving status and task deadline and save it. So I have created this field history tracking. Okay, and you can see here. Now, if I will go to the user story, related um, recording. Okay, so here yes, related list is not coming for that field history, right? Because we have not added any related list under this page layout for the user story. So for displaying any related list, we must have to update that layout. So go to the layout and under layout we have related list section, right? So here nothing is coming. So how we can add? We just have to go to the this section and we have option for related list. Just click on this. So all the related list will appear here, and then we have to drag and drop in this related list section. So I am just pulling related list for activity history. I also want to store notes and attachment. So I will pull that. Files, if I want to capture, then I am adding files. User story history. So we want to display that history tracking record, right? So for that we have to use this user history, user story history. So I will move on top. So on related list, I have added this user story history, and now I will just save it. After refreshing this page, we can see all the history tracking for this record, and it will display other history tracking as well. So here history record is coming, and other related lists are also coming, like notes and attachment. If there will be any notes and attachment record, so it will come under this section. If we have any file on this user story, then that file will appear here. We also have option to upload a file under this user story record. So under it, field history, we have added field history tracking for status as well as task deadline ETA. Okay, so that's the reason it's pulling, it's capturing all the data change on those fields, like this task deadline I have added, so that's why it's capturing the task deadline, and it's capturing when that value got changed, who changed it, okay, and what was the original value, and what is the new value. Same way for this status, it captured the time and who changed this, and what are the original value and what is the new value. Okay, so here you can see last update is from like it was at 2 8 p.m. Now I will go ahead and update new value for the status. I am just changing it to dev in progress, and start this ETA. Where is the ETA? This task deadline ETA. I am changing it from 7th September to 8th September. Okay, so I have added this two value, and also I will parallelly update this start date. Start date as 5th. Okay, so it should not capture data in history tracking related to a start date, because we have not selected this start date as a field history tracking. So it should not capture these entries. So let's save it and see if it's capturing or not. So under related, if I will come, so here you can see after 2:08 p.m. 2:23 p.m. right, a status got changed. Who had changed? I had changed. Original value was testing and new value is coming as a dev in progress. At the same time, I had also updated this task on deadline, and the original value was 7th September and new value is 8th September. So it captured like change history for both fields, but it didn't capture for this start date, right? So if I will enable the field history tracking for a start date as well, so it will start capturing field history for that start date as well. So let's test that. I will just edit this record and I will change this start date from 5th to 4th, and task deadline I will update as 7th, and status I will change as testing and save it. So under this related list, you can see it is capturing data for status. Original value was dev in progress and now current value is testing. Task deadline ETA, it captured from it changed from 8th to 7th, and also it captured this start date because I have just enabled this start date for history tracking. Okay, so start date is also getting captured now. Original value was 5th September and now new value is 4th September. Okay, so this is how this field history tracking works, and we can enable this field history tracking for each object separately. It's not like globally we can enable for all objects at the same time. So individually for each object we have to go and select that a specific field on which I want history tracking for that. Okay, so this is all about the field history tracking.